Hey, I want to jump on today as I've been just having this thought keep coming in about strength, and the moms I work with, we're working on losing weight, toning up, getting strong and feeling confident. And a lot of that strength, it's a lot of strength of mind, but also strength of body. And one key thing that I find, especially with working with clients one-on-one and in the personal training realm, is core strength. So your abdominal muscles, yes, these beautiful muscles here is, why we need to have a strong core, and seeing that most don't know how to engage their core or their ab muscles. So today is all about core strength. Why do you need to have a strong core? Does it really matter if you work your stomach or not? And I'm here to tell you, yes, it does. It makes a big difference. So if you've ever, been standing up and like you're reaching, right, to get something on the table, and you're leaning. Do you ever feel that pull in your back and go, oh, right? Well, that's because your core is not engaged. That's because your core may not be strong enough because you don't work it. Part of that. So everything you do in daily life, your core is used or should be involved, whether you activate it or not. So you getting up, sitting down, standing, bending, shifting, lifting, pulling, rotating, all of that involves this center. So your core is your center of force. And if it doesn't stay strong, then you are more prone to just injury on a daily basis. So each time we're not engaging it when we should be, we're utilizing other muscles that aren't supposed to be coming into play yet. They may not be prepared to take on the load that we're asking them to, which can lead over time to injury, strain, and sprains. So I got my notes down here I'm looking at. So 1, it's your center of force. 2, and being able to engage and keep your core strong allows you to protect your lower back. So coming from someone who has a bad lower back. So I have injury there, I have arthritis, some degeneration, but strengthening my core, I rarely, if ever, have any problems now with my back. I could have literally bent over and felt a twinge in my back, stood up, and the next day I would find out if my back was inflamed and if I could walk or not. It was very, very severe to the point of I couldn't lift my child when she was an infant without severe pain. I walked like, I called it an upright sway back horse. So pelvis pushed forward, couldn't engage my core. I had no control whatsoever because of the inflammation in my back. So I dedicated to get knowledge and learning how to get that strong so I can do the things that I want to do without having pain or injuring myself. So you can also do that. It's not hard. You don't have to spend hours every day or even 30 minutes to be able to strengthen your core. So, when you are trying to strengthen your core, you have multiple core or ab muscles. So you have your rectus abdominis, otherwise known as your six pack, right? So that's on the top. And then underneath that, you have your transverse abdominis. So think of your corset keeping you all sucked in and held in. Then you have your obliques. You have 2. You have an external oblique and then an internal oblique. So they run from your rib cage down towards your pockets, and then from the back up into your rib cage. So internal and external. So they help you with side bends, with rotation, with reaching overhead. Those are using your obliques, so the sides of your waist. So those are your main core or ab muscles, and you need to be able to work them to strengthen all of them so you can utilize them. So the last ab muscle people don't necessarily think about is the back. So right here, you have your erector spinae, so on the outside of the spine. Those are the back part of your abs. Your abs connect from your spine around to the front to hold you in place. So again, be able to strengthen that core. So think about, I want to give you a few exercises you can do to hit all the core muscles. So you can do that on a daily basis. Is one for your transverse or your corset muscle is doing vacuums. So vacuums are basically just inhale, on the exhale, you suck it in as hard as you can and as deep as you can, the belly button towards your spine, and then zip it up. And so you hold that as long as you can and try to do 3 sets of 5. Okay, trying to hold it as long as you can. Another one you can do is a Russian twist to work the sides of the waist or your obliques. So Russian twists are great. Again, build up to 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions. And as it gets easier, increase it. Okay, and then for your rectus abdominis or your six-pack abs, sit-ups. So not crunches, but sit-ups. You're fully on your back, you're fully sitting up, trying to tap your toe, and then controlling yourself back down to the ground. So that's gonna work all of them, of your rectus. And then the best one, which we all know, is a plank, right? So holding a plank, whether on your forearms or full arm extension, you can do a plank. So I do see a lot do planks incorrectly. You want to make sure your back is flat like a board. You're slightly doing a pelvic tilt, so you should feel your glutes slightly engaged as well as your full core engaged when you're doing a proper plank. Keeping the neck neutral. That's going to work the whole core. Okay, so it's going to engage all of them: your rectus, your pelvic floor, or your transverse abdominis, and your rectus abdominis. So those are some you can do on a regular basis. Being sure that you have a strong core and know how to engage, which means feel your core muscles engage, is going to help you in building strength. So if you don't have that foundational element in place yet, I highly encourage you to start there. Do not start doing other workouts until you are familiar with engaging your core to make sure it's working, to help you lessen any chance of injury. So this is something I work on with my one-on-one clients in personal training, as well as helping to bring awareness in online coaching. So if you're in need of that, reach out. I'm here. If you have questions in regards to strengthening your core, again, drop comments below. You can also reach me over in our private Facebook group. So if you are a Christian mama looking to get strong and fit and would like some support, the group's for you. So just reach out, let me know, and I will see you there.